Hey you guys, so I have the Buffy deck out. These are the cards. I just picked 3 cards and put them down. This is what they look like on the outside. Really fun. Beautiful deck. I like the feel of them too. Okay, so this is a pick a card reading. You can do pile 1, the feather, pile 2, the amethyst, or pile 3, the sage. So take a second and see what you like. Remember, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. We are going to look at understanding yourself through the tarot, okay? And it's just going to be a 6-card spread, and we're just going to use this Buffy spread, and I'm just going to go through each card with you. All right, pick, and let's get started. I'm excited. Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We are going to use this really fun Buffy deck. I've been shuffling, doing a lot of shuffles so I can get the cards, mixed up, get my energy in there. So this is pile 1. You guys pick the feather. Oh, I should put my feather out there. You guys were the feather group, my feather pile. We're going to put that right there. Just for a reminder. Okay, so remember that these messages are general. They may or may not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave the rest on the table. I almost messed up my shuffle there. So we're going to do 3 on the top and then 3 on the bottom, okay? I'm going to do a shuffle after this for the 3 on the bottom as well, okay? Okay. Oh, gosh, a lot of... we got the Page of Chalices, which is cups, Page of Cups. Then we have Stakes, which are wands. Eight of Wands, and then 2 of Wands. Okay, so with this is telling me we're going to get started. And the first card talks about, this is all about understanding yourself, using the tarot to understand yourself. And the first card is basically, how does other people see you? And you have this Page of Chalices. It's all about people see you as someone who is lighthearted, playful. You see that where that, what's his name? Oh my God, I forgot his name. I'm going to look it up. Oh man. Oh my goodness. How did I forget his name? That's his name. Clem. Clem. Do you guys remember Clem? Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I'm feeling a little old here now. Clem is all about playfulness and having good news. And you can kind of see he's with the cats and he's just being playful. He has his playing cards and he's in touch with this, you're in touch with your emotions, your sensitive side, your intuition, and it's just, and your creative side. And that's how people see you, as creative and always wanting to grow and learn. Interesting enough, I would pick the first deck. Okay. The next card out right here, we have our 8 of Stakes, which 8 of Wands. And this is your greatest strength. And this, oh my gosh. So this to me is, do you guys remember in the show where kind of everyone got their power, where Willow did the spell and for Buffy to give, pass all the power on to all the Slayers so they all could have, their strength and power at once. And so it's like you have this inner strength of so many different characteristics of you, like different parts of you that you can bring forth. That's your strength, is all these different character traits you have, all these traits of yourself that you bring to the table. That is your strength, okay? And it's also, you know how to move those things, and you know when to switch them out, and you're quick with it. That Eight of Wands is also about fast moving energy, so you're quick with it as well. Okay, so this card, the 2 of Stakes, is what fears or obstacles should you be tackling in your life? And you have the 2 of Wands. And so, as you can see, Buffy, it's that point where Buffy has to decide what she's going to do, which direction she wants to go in. And so I think you might be at a crossroads of what direction you want to do something in, then that's important to you. So think of something that is important to you right now that you might be at a crossroads about, and you have to make that decision. Well, this one's a simple one. She's like, should I use my sword or should I use a steak? Sometimes just having a simple steak will do the job. It doesn't have to be. Sometimes I'm getting this feeling. Sometimes it doesn't have to be all the big bells and whistles. Sometimes simple is good. Nothing's wrong with simple things. And I think that's what this looking at this, putting the sword down and going for this just simple steak will do. Going for, even though it might not seem like, not as fancy, not as, like you're in the big league. Sometimes you just have to take the smaller steak, and that's fine. I made a joke, a smaller steak. Okay, so we're going to do a shuffle, and we're going to get our last 3 cards, okay? I'm doing shuffling because I really want to make sure these cards are shuffled and just getting my energy into them as well, okay? So our bottom 3, the Ace of Chalice, nice. The Fool, and 7 of Pentacles. All right. What I'm getting from this is, with this Ace of Chalice, it comes from, what opportunity might you be missing? So there's this new beginning that wants to come into your life. And right now, it's either like a creative project that wants to come in, a new love that wants to come in, a new emotional fulfillment that wants to come in, something that wants to come in that's going to be really fulfilling to you emotionally, creatively. A new level in your intuition wants to come in, but you're missing it somehow. I wonder if this card is the reason why. And it says that you're missing this, and this is the opportunity. This is the what you needs attention in your life, is this Fool. So that, again, with this new start, this needs your attention. You're not paying. And see, actually, it's interesting because this Fool is going towards that. And it's telling you this needs your attention. This is what needs your attention. This leap of faith on whatever this is. It needs your attention, but you're not going to it. And I do not know why. Only you will know why. Why aren't you taking that leap of faith? Why aren't you letting something come in? Why aren't you recognizing something? So you'll know what it is. I do not know for you. So what is it that you are holding back on? That you're just, it's kind of right here, that crossroads. Like you're just sitting at this crossroads, and this is ready, but this crossroads, it's really hindering you down. Okay. So, and it says in the next month ahead, your priority is this 7 of Pentacles. So working on being patient. I'm hearing patience. So being patient of what you put out there, being patient on what you've manifested. Everything, I'm going to say divine timing. Everything has divine timing, but I'm thinking you're going to have patience for things to come in, that other things that you manifested. So you do need to keep focusing on your work. I feel like this is some kind of works, because next is the 8. So it is building on whatever you're working on. Keep building on that. But also, you're missing out on this too. So whatever this is, if you're at this crossroads and you're ready to go, you should leap for it. And then I think it will go into this, okay, give it time and let it work out and let it come to you. That decision that you made, and just being very cautious of it. And this reading, if I did this as an intuitive reading and not as the questions, like the book on, understanding yourself, I would have basically said, there is this new fun thing that wants to quickly come in, but it seems to be, you seem to be blocking it by not making a decision. It's time to you make a leap of faith, in which that's what it's I said. And everything will work out in time, in divine timing. And see, that's intuition says that. And it lines up with actually the questions that were there. So this reading is really wonderful. Okay, guys? So that is what you need to know about yourself. So really look at what that crossroads. I'm really drawn to looking at your crossroads and seeing how you need to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. I really feel that that's what's going on with you. You need to pile one. It's time to make a decision and pick a direction to go in and go for it, and accept this new beginning and take a leap of faith in something. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys like the deck as much as I do. And guys, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. All right, you guys have a wonderful one. Bye. Hello, pile 2. So we're going to get started on understanding yourself through the tarot, with the tarot, and with this new fun new deck. And I just shuffled it. We're going to pull our first 3 cards. I'm going to do some more shuffling to get the energy mixed into the cards. You guys, pile 2, you guys pick this amethyst. Okay, and so remember that these messages are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave the rest on the table. Okay. All right, so this first pile, you got the Ace of Scythes, which is the Ace of Swords. And then we have the 5 of Stakes, which is the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. And then we have the 8 of Chalices, which is the 8 of Cups. Interesting enough. Okay, gosh, there is a lot of there's a lot of fighting and just seeing something and fighting and walking away. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go with the questions on this layout, okay? The first one talks about how other people see you. So other people see you as cutthroat. That's what came out. You really just cut to the chase. I feel like you cut to the chase, and you really just, you speak your truth. You really want people to see the truth, and you make people speak the truth, and you always speak your mind. And maybe you're really good at, you're very knowledgeable. And that's another thing I'm getting is because, the Swords is all about that, the thoughts and what's in your head. And so it's like you're in your head, but you're very knowledgeable, and you know things as well. And so you put that out there. That's not a bad energy to be in, okay? And then next we're looking at what is your greatest character strength. With the 5 of Wands, I'm going with the traditional saying, even though it says Stakes. With the 5 of Wands, I feel that you know how to master any conflict. Anything that's been thrown at you, I feel like you know how to master it. You know how to transmute it. You know how to, either ground yourself or put light into it, or walk away from it, or acknowledge it, or even put your guard up towards it, or even fight back if you need to. But I feel like you know how to really step up and really master this, any negative energy that's thrown at you or conflict that comes towards you, okay? Next, with this 8 of Cups, I'm getting that it looks at your fears or your obstacles you should be tackling in life. And it's, well, that I'm looking at this, and it's kind of like fighting. You're trying to move, like you want to move forward, and you're fighting to move forward. It's like you're trying to tackle it. You're trying, but and the 8 of Cups is about walking away. So you want to walk away from things. You do not want to fight for this anymore. You see these? But I feel like in this, it's like you want to fight and take some cups with you. But the thing about the Eight of Cups is that you have to leave it all behind and walk forward. And so I think that's hard because it's hard for you to leave everything behind and drop everything. And that's the challenge for you, is that you don't want to just, you can't just say I'm done and walk away. You want to take maybe some of your emotions with you, or some of your stuff with you, or some things with you, and maybe you can't right now. And maybe the lesson is that sometimes you have to fully let go. And that could be your lesson right now, is you have to fully let go. And where you want to just maybe take a little bit with you, no, it's time to just let it all go. Okay. And that way, if you just abandon it all and walk away, all that stuff just stays there and you just go. And you're like, okay, fine, you can have these cups on the bus, you can have these cups on the horse. I'm just walking away. You can have them. I don't want them. Okay. All right. Shuffle a couple times, and then we're going to get our last row. Okay. That was a terrible shuffle I did on that one. Okay, our last 3 cards. Let's put them down on the table and see what we get. King of Stakes. Nice. We got Xander there. The High Priestess. Oh. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is very, very interesting. Oh, it's like a lot. I think it's like a lot of people at play in your life, or yourself, or the kind of characteristics maybe you take on in your life are down here at the bottom. And that, I could see, yes, that's what it is the characteristics you take on in your life. So looking at what opportunities you might be missing, is this King of Stakes, is that you're missing that King of Wands energy. So that King of Wands energy is King of Wands is all about putting themselves out there and doing, getting stuff done. And maybe you're holding back and not putting yourself out there. That's what I'm getting, because I'm getting these as characteristics, traits of yourself. And that's what's the opportunity you're missing. Your opportunity is you're missing by getting yourself out there and putting yourself out there. Maybe even starting a business, because King of Wands could also be that entrepreneur. And sometimes if you think of Xander on here with this King of Stakes, he would sometimes, not now with this, when he got this eye patch and he lost his eye, he wasn't like that. He's not like that now, but he stepped up to that King of Wands energy. But before that, if you think about it, the energy that he was in, he was more of a, just go with the flow, hold himself back, and didn't put himself out there, and kind of played it safe. And that might be what you're doing. You might be playing it safe and not standing up and not being the leader, which this Xander is. And the old Xander was not that, but he stepped up into it later on. Yeah, that's how that fits in that. Perfect. Our next one is the High Priestess, and this talks about what area of your life needs your attention right now. And so with the High Priestess, it's it's Tara. I think Willow always said Tara. She always said Tara. I'm trying to say it like Willow did, because she loved her so much. It's so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I know. So what area in your life needs your attention right now? So I think it's stepping into your High Priestess energy, seeing beyond the veil, seeing the things that are hidden from you, seeing everything, making sure you're seeing every parts of your life and not just focusing on one thing, but seeing everything and making sure you're paying attention to everything. It's very hard to try to focus on so many different things and making sure you're seeing every little tisk and task, and even maybe little secrets or whatnot, because that's what the High Priestess can do. But it is, when you step into that energy, you see everything that is around you. So this is the area that needs your attention right now. And so keep tapping into it. And if you're tapping into it, that's great. Keep on tapping into that High Priestess energy, where you need to maybe even look for information too, and understand the information and ask help for information as well. But make sure you're tapping into your intuition and trusting your intuition as well. Okay. And so our last one is This is actually your priority for the next month, which is this Nine of Pentacles, which you want to know the truth. I don't remember this character. Who is that? Riley. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, if I went off just the Knight of Pentacles, I would know that, you know, he is a reliable energy. He is that knight you can rely on. He is very, he wants to build a strong foundation. So your next month is about you going out and maybe sticking to a routine, because that is what this Knight of Pentacles kind of does. He kind of sticks to a routine, but he also is very methodical and his work and what he does, and he's very cautious, and he takes his time and he works on it nicely and everything, and he, you know, so he gets it done, but he's very secure in it, and he's very, what word am I trying to find for him? You know, he's very grounded in it as well. He's not going to rush through this. He's going to take his time. So it's about you taking your time to really work on things and see things, and any of your projects or anything that you're working on, make sure you're taking your time, you're double checking it, you're grounding and just building. Right now it's about you building and really working on whatever you're working on, okay? All right. Pile 2, I enjoyed that. That was fun getting these news cards out here and getting nice messages out here to you too. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, or subscribe. You guys have a great one. Bye. All right, now, pile 3, you guys picked the Sage. You was like, just cleanse the energy around us and let's get this started, Tony. And I'm like, okay, we could do that. So we're using this fun deck. I've already had them shuffled. I'm going to actually pull out our first 3 cards, and then I'm going to shuffle again afterwards. Interesting. The reason why I said interesting is because that was the second card that came out on in pile 2's group, which it wasn't on top, because I do the way I put my cards back in. I break them up and then I put them in, you know, throughout. So that's the only one that has shown up, and that's fine. It means, hey, that's what we need to see. So remember, this message is general, so it may or may not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave the rest on the table, okay? We are looking at understanding yourself with the tarot using this wonderful new Buffy the Vampire Slayer deck, okay, guys? So the first card that comes out is, it's how people see you. And the awesome thing is that this card was the strength card for the last group. And so I think this is the same thing, but they see you as this. This is that you're strong. This 5 of stakes is that you're strong, that you know how to deal with conflict. You know how to, you know, when people come at you a certain way, you know how to put up boundaries, or you know how to come back at them, or you know how to walk away if you need to. You know how to ground your energy. So you know how to deal with conflict very well. This is you know, this people sees you as someone who knows how to deal with conflict. Or you could be a person that people see as you bring a lot of conflict to the table. Oh my gosh, for some reason it told me to say that. So maybe some of you are bringing I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, because I can understand this. I had parts of myself when I was younger that I brought conflict to the table all the time. So some of you might be like that, and that's okay. You might be in that state of being right now for a certain reason. I don't know why, but it's your job to work that out, not mine. So I'm putting that out there just in case might be one person or so that needs to hear that, okay? All right. Your greatest strength is this 7 of stakes, which is the 7 of wands, which I love, because it means that if you look at it, you look at the cards, and Buffy's kind of standing there and everyone's back there kind of fighting. I think those are like all the other slayers that, you know, when they did the spell for all the other Slayers to get their kind of like power, and that's like one of my favorite parts in the show is that one. And of course, the part when Willow goes all crazy and dark sided. Yeah, that was my favorite too. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the show anymore. Okay, all right. So this it's being able to stand your guard, but also reflect on things. You're really strong. Your strength is being able to reflect because it's like a reflection of yourself. You're able to see yourself in others, but and that also is like being able to do your shadow work or work on reflecting on yourself. You're able to do that work, but you're able to put up your guard around people when you need to, and you know when to, again, set boundaries. But again, I'm really thinking one of your biggest strengths is being able to reflect back on yourself of as others see you, and then seeing the qualities in others that drive you crazy or things that they say that might trigger you. You're able to look at those and reflect on those, and that's a strong thing to have, you know. And I love that characteristic. That's beautiful. Okay, and the fears or obstacles you should be tackling in your life right now is the Three of Cups. My, oh my. Okay. So I'm just going to get that out there. The first thing I heard was that they need to deal with a third party situation. So some of you guys need to deal with a third party situation, but this is Buffy, Willow, and Xavier. So yeah, Xander. Why did I call him Xavier? Xander. So it's they were never a thing. They were always just really good friends. And he did have a crush on Buffy and all that kind of stuff, and all those kind of things happened. But in the end, they were just friends that enjoyed each other. So either, yes, because the Three of Cups can sometimes be a third party situation. I'm throwing that out there that maybe you is the obstacle that you need to deal with, or a fear that you're not wanting to deal with. Okay, but another thing is being open to new friendships and trusting people and trusting people who are coming into your life. So fearing that they might not be trustworthy, and so you hold back. Okay, so it could be a couple of those things. Remember that. All right, so just remember, take what resonates, take what fits you. You'll know what that is, of why this kind of fun celebration card, what you need to work on, why you fear it, or why is an obstacle to you. Okay, all right, I'm going to shuffle, and we're going to get our last three cards. Okay, one more. Okay, here is our last three. So we have the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, oh man, and then we have the Page of Chalice. The Page of Chalice showed up in, whose reading was that? I think it was I don't know. I think it was the second one as well. Interesting, you guys. And I'm like, I've done some double shuffling. I've done a lot of shuffling. Let me tell you, I've shuffled like crazy. Okay, so let's look at this. We are looking first. This first card is the opportunity you might be missing right now. This Four of Cups. Maybe, okay, so you are so focused on what you want. Maybe you want something so bad that you're not seeing that there's so much more in front of you. And you're missing on seeing the bigger picture. I'm hearing bigger picture. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're focused so on something so small. This is, to me, is 1, 3 is bigger than 1. So to me, you're focused on this small thing that you're missing the bigger picture. Okay, so take a step back and try to see the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture that you're missing? What do you need to reflect on? You're good at reflecting, so reflect on something that you're not seeing the bigger picture of. Or even, I don't know, meditate because he is kind of sitting in a meditate state. Maybe you do need to meditate on this smaller thing that you're sitting on to help you see the bigger picture. Yeah. So what areas in your life do you need your attention right now? This Five of Pentacles. Really feeling like, I'm looking, yeah. You know what I was really drawn to? Okay, the Five of Pentacles is being worried about being left out in the cold. But I was really drawn to this key. And so if you feel like something's not going to work out and you're worried about it and it's going to really hurt your pentacles, it's saying that you have the key. You have the key to change that. And I don't know if that key is the way you're thinking, or is that key on how you're manifesting, or the key is walking through a different door. I don't know why I said walking through, but I did. Yeah, walking through a different door and opening the key to seeing something bigger, to seeing, an Eight of Pentacles, to a Nine of Pentacles, a Ten of Pentacles. You have the key, and walking through a different doorway, a different mindset that's going to get you there. Okay? And our last card out is this, this Page of Cups. Again, and this talks about what your priorities need to be in the next month. So what you need to be, where do you need to be focusing your attention in the next month? And so with this, the Page of Cups is this really fun and playful energy. It's all about, to me, it's all about just being, I don't know. It's a very creative energy to me. And very playful, because I'm always drawn to these. When I read it last time, I was really drawn to these cards. And look, having that extra card up your sleeve, having that extra playfulness up your sleeve. What thing can you use? What other playfulness or curiosity or creativity do you have up your sleeve? What else do you have up your sleeve that you can do, that you can create, that you can, and also it's, with the cups, it's intuition. So what does your intuition tell you? What is up your sleeve? It's time to develop that. That's what I'm feeling from this card with this Page of Cups. It's time to develop whatever is up your sleeve. Yeah, I don't know what up your sleeve came, but really drawn to the sleeve too in these playing cards of what's up your sleeve that you can bring out creatively or even emotionally, or your intuition. What can you bring out? Okay? Guys, this is our fun reading to get to know these cards and to kind of just tap into ourselves and see what we needed to see. Okay, if you enjoyed this reading, please comment, like, or subscribe. You guys have a great one. Bye.